Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Factorio 0.15. What happened? Well, several things have happened. We did have green circuits in the last episode there, and then while I was waiting for the Kiev Major last night, I plumbed in some yellow circuits. Green circuits to do yellow inserters. Let's research that technology. So this is now working, which is really good. I also kind of doubled the size of our smelting. Yeah. And that's because we're going to need all of the smelting for steel. There's no two ways about that. So, yeah, I think that today what we'll focus on is getting some steel up and running and seeing if we can, design a nice little build that'll, kind of fulfill our steel needs for the immediate future. Now, in the last episode, I'm going to run some belt lines. Actually, I'm just going to run some lines up here. I think, on second thoughts, having this science here is bad. But it's entirely too much of a pain in the ass to move it now. So, yeah. Anyway. So I'm going to run some lines. We're going to bring the lines like to here. Do some furnaces in this direction. And then have the output lines come back and down and around. I feel like that's good. And what we can do with the science is actually put a corner in it. Because this science is kind of temporary until we start to get into the more advanced ones. Now, in the last episode, you may have noticed that my voice was really weird. No, I hadn't been drinking copious amounts of alcohol. It seems that my microphone is actually fucked. After 2.5 years, it sounds like it's actually on the way out. So right now I've got the gain all the way up. It's sitting approximately 5 centimeters from my mouth, and I've added a 15 decibel boost through OBS, and I'm still not maxing it out. So I think that it is fucked is the technical term for that. So yeah. I'm going to buy a new one off eBay, I think. 190 bucks. Ugh. That kind of sucks because my channel's only made $45 this month. Or last month. So, yeah. Ouchie. Anyway. Also, talking of ad revenue, the entirety of YouTube is in contraction right now because YouTube is shit and they have no idea what they're doing with their company. They have no good solutions for how they're going to how to make the platform profitable, and as a result, they're screwing creators. And I'm just thankful that I don't do this as a full-time job. This is a hobby for me. Because if you were doing this as full-time, holy shit, you are getting reamed right now. Like, YouTube has got the glove and no lube, right up the butthole. It's nasty. The amount of ad revenue is going backwards at a great rate of knots. So yeah, there's that, which makes things hard. When you do something like this. Like, I've always used the money that I've earned from YouTube to pay for video games and more YouTube stuff. Yeah, when that money starts to contract, and it contracts by, a third or a half or even 3/4, it's all of a sudden very, very difficult. Very difficult indeed. So people like Steejo, right? They've been working hard at it for years, and because they're so, because YouTube is all of their income. when that income contracts, it's like, ooh, ouchie. What we might do is we might just expand this out so that we can actually fit blue science on here. as well. So take it out to up to 4 science packs, I think. I think that's a good idea. Future-proof it a little bit. And once we've got this shifted, we'll be able to start thinking about our steel. Now, I was having a look at the map last night there, and our pollution's actually pretty good. Like, it's not stretching too far. This is the first spider base that we can see. I think there's another one just there off the edge of the map. So, yeah, we're Gucci, I think, for the moment. Let's hook in some power. Okay, we can delete those. Delete this. Okay, nice. Now we just need the inserters. Just put the yellow ones here, and then we'll put the long-handed inserters on the outside. Just like that. Makes an okay pattern. Oops. You can go away. Right. Let's just plug this in. Pick all of these up. We'll grab all of the red science packs and all of the green science packs. Can we? Yep. Thank you. Alright, sweet. So we've got that shifted. We can now put our steel furnace like here. That's the plan. Steel furnace here, have the input lines running back down and in here. So the plan is this 4-lane main bus up here is 2 lanes for steel and then like 2 lanes for red circuits. Is the theory. Okay, so we've finally got steel power poles. That's brilliant. I think maybe we just go with some of these researchers. So I really haven't been worrying about which research I do in which order. I've just been clicking the top left and letting it go. Alright, let's move right along. Because we're very shortly about to upgrade all our furnaces as well. Yeah, oh, let's just talk about the draw here. So it's 2 lanes from down here and 2 lanes from up here. That's how I get the 4 lanes here. And yes, that is required. Half of your iron production always goes to steel. That's just the rules. Okay, so we're going to have... I think we'll have like the first inflow line about here. That feels right. No, that's an output. That'll be an output. Because if I design my furnace like this, that's 6. That's 8. Yeah, that's an output line. Right, now we need 2 input lines. Furnaces. And I can take this out to 16, I think. Might be a good number. We'll just start with 8 for the moment. Draw that out. Easy. That tree's inconveniently placed. And the Factorio music has stopped. Again! You poor buggers, you have to listen to me breathe. Ah, there's the music. See, I knew that as soon as I say something, music starts again. So, if we got that there, how many lines are we going to need? We're going to want 4 of these. So that's like 1. You know what I mean? That's gonna run over this copper patch, I reckon. Oh, that's gonna trigger so many people. I can see the comments now. Oh my god, you play stuff on it. And? I might extend these out to 16 at off camera. Okay. The other consideration that we've got is our fuel line. How we run this in. So as you can see, it's all run in here. Actually, here's an idea. Why don't we just snag from, say, here or something? We'll grab like 2 lines. 2 lines, join them up, and then bring them over here. And then that can be... Yeah, that'll work. I feel like that'll work anyway. Let's do that. Okay, so this is inflow here. Now, I'm not sure if 16 is the right number, but the plan is extend this out until it uses 1 line. That's the plan. Alright, let's just sketch this in, I think. So we go, yep, 1 there. 1 there. 2 here. Okay, that's good. And we've got 1 more line to take care of. And that is going to be in the copper patch. Oh well. I say building things by hand, so slow. But it kind of makes you appreciate and be proud of what you're building. So otherwise it's just like, oh yeah, boss did it. Built this thing. Whereas when you build it like by hand, it's like, oh yeah, I built it by hand. I built it all. Alright, so we've got some lamps being built. We're going to need more furnaces. I think we are. We'll just build what we got in our inventory. And we'll head down here and pick up some more. Here, have some iron ore. We've also got some coal on us as well. Cool. Oh, here's the little furnace builder. I'm very, very glad that I set this up when I did, because it's been a lifesaver. It's been chilling, building furnaces, having a great time. I think what I'll need to do as well is shift around how this is drawing, because right now there's a limit on it. You can see that these mines in here aren't working, so I really need 2 lines. So I'll get 2 lines going and then bring them out here. Actually, let's do that right now, because yeah, otherwise it's never going to happen, and then I'll forget about it, and then it'll be 20 hours in the game and I'll still be relying on something that doesn't completely work. Okay. Here. Go this way. Thank you. Okie dokie. Right, let's see where it's backed up right now. Okay, so these mines in here aren't working. Which means we need to go to 2 belts here as well. Bullet shooting speed. Happy days. Let's do that. Okay. I mean, theoretically, that'll give us... Maybe it won't. And that's much improved. However, we're not getting that full compression here. Helped a little bit, but still there's this backlog coming in here. Okay, you're gonna have to redesign this slightly to get it working nicely. That's okay, because we do have the technology. Where am I going to stick this? It's just not really wanting to play ball. Hold fast turn, go. There we go. I got it. Dear me. So I kind of made that work by... Actually, this looks like it's not required anymore. Which wouldn't surprise me. How I made this work was I took this line and I put 50% on this one and 50% on this one. That's what that's doing. If you're wondering. You see that it splits here. So 50% going here. The other 50% coming out here. And that gets our lines to full compression. Yay, we did it! That was probably harder than it needed to be, to be honest, but anyway. Thank you. Sweet. Right, we can keep working on our steel now. What else we got? I want to keep sketching this out. Trying to figure out how big this is going to be. Yep. So this will go here. Inconveniently placed trees. Very shortly, actually, we'll be able to upgrade our tool as well, because we're still working with an iron axe. I did think about smelting a steel one, but I figured, it'll happen eventually. So I wasn't too fussed about it. We'll get there in the end, and it'll be good. Alright, so that's that. So this will be an outflow line. That'll be that. This will be 2 inflow lines. This will be that. That'll be an outflow line. Happy days. Okay, cool. So that is the bare bones of our steel smelter. By bare bones, I mean bare bones. Like, there's obviously a bit of work to do here. However, it's looking better by the minute. I think I'll just keep going with this episode until I finish steel and get it up and running. So it may be a 30-minute episode. It's already 20 minutes now. And yeah, if I was to do YouTube properly, I'd edit this down to about an 8-minute video, because that's the attention span of the average viewer. 7 minutes is what you get out of the average person if you do a 20-minute video. And the longer the video, it doesn't really change, because people skip, and if the video's longer, they just skip faster. I should really do some analytics videos and show you guys some of the funny stuff that goes on behind the scenes. Oh, bloody fly in here. Like, for example, the majority of my views come from the USA. But I'm also big in Germany. Mostly because the Germans love Factorio. Love it. They can't get enough of it. Something else I must have a look at is the programmable speakers. I'm not sure if I want to get too involved in it, but could be fun. Could be a waste of a week as well, but that's alright. More lights. Aziz. Okay, done. So while that's building, I'll come up here and continue to work on this part of things. And I'm thinking that just like a 4-lane belt balancer is probably going to be enough to handle the outflow of these furnaces. Goddamn trees. Move it. Move it or lose it. One thing that's really missing from the game is something to do with wood. Like in Bob's Mods you do. Just keep researching this. Because, you know, wood gets turned into whatever it does. But programmable speaker. Holy shit. That's a power switch. Combinators, yep, stuff. Concrete, stone brick. I think one of the next things will be also to set up some concrete manufacturing, so that'll be cool. I can put some pathways down, pick up the run speed. It's all those little things that help. I like to point out that the Factorio music has stopped again, because apparently it doesn't fucking run. I'll send an email to the boys. I'll be like, oi, fix your fucking music player, seriously. Actually, 15.5 came out. Like, the 0.15's been out for not even a week. It's been patched 5 times already. It's freaking awesome. And the reason they can do that is their deployment is automatic. So they push an update to GitHub, I reckon, and then it puts it all together. It automatically writes the patch notes, because each commit has I fixed this, so it adds them all together, and then it tests it, and then it automatically pushes that to the different clients, so out onto the Factorio website, but also onto the Steam servers as well. So once they've got a decent amount of bug fixes done, I think that someone just goes, okay, deploy, and then the rest is taken care of automatically. It's freaking cool. At least that's how I understand that it works. Hunzik, if you're watching, please correct me. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. That's going the wrong way. 4, 5. It's the small things in life, isn't it? Go the right way, please. Thank you. So we've got 5, and yeah, okay. God, no more underground belt. Might just go pick up some more belt while we're playing around here. So we're going to have to do the inflow down into this part of things. And I want to have enough stuff. Oh, the music's back, finally. Yay. You guys can stop having to put up with me breathing. Right, so the trick here is going to be that we need to combine... yeah, we need to combine some stuff. So, what do we need? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. There. Actually, it was interesting reading some of the comments. People are like, I've never seen an 8-lane main bus before. And thinking about it and looking around, yeah, it's quite obvious. Nobody's done one yet. At least not in a YouTube series. So Will's been running 8 and 16 lane production buses for years now, actually. One of his first one was a couple of years back. How do I... But, yeah, in the YouTube community, well, Stejo's pretty small scale. Who else is there? Mangle Pork, well, he builds everything by hand. Arumba's much like Stejo, quite small scale. Yeah. So what we'll do here is we'll just go under... No, we won't. That'll look ugly. Okay, so this 1, 2, 3, 4. This should theoretically balance the lines. One more splitter until we get 2 balanced outputs, theoretically. But we're really not going to know until we actually run the thing. That'll be the moment of truth when we actually figure out what it's like. Looks good, I think. Now, fuel inflow. How am I going to do that? Do I run fuel here, maybe? So I can't let it be too close to these two. Potentially I could get... Well, it runs into that if I was to run the fuel out here. So I think we run the fuel up here. So what that's going to mean is more splitters. More underground belt. Build a decent amount, come back, pick up some more supplies. I'm using 400 belt out of go here. This is that's a little bit extreme, but kind of situation normal for me anyway. It's 1,000 belt every couple of seconds. No worries. Every couple of minutes rather. So we're already at 40 minutes, so well, this might be a 40-minute video rather than a 30-minute video. So what we want to do here is we want to sneak this under here. have our split there, do something that looks like that. Easy game. Split there. Okay, fuel inflow, done. Actually, hold the phone. What we'll do is we'll do 2 lines. Two lines that actually look like that. Okay, we'll just keep doing shooting speed because it's the top left. Dear. Now this is probably too much fuel. However, I'm planning to extend this out to 16 or maybe even 32 furnaces in this direction. So it could actually be required. I'm kind of thinking that it might be, if truth be told. I'm kind of planning for this to actually need quite a bit of fuel. Okay, so that's that. Now all I need to do is gather some fuel in. So what I'll do is I'll take it from this line and this line, because you see here that it's the first one after this split on each side. So what we'll do is we'll come out a couple and then go north. Out a couple and then go north. Now I'm thinking we make the jump somewhere about here. That'll work. So we'll go here and here. Okay, that's nice. Now to answer the question of why would I take those two, you gotta remember that the further you get from the source, past more splitters, the priority decreases, okay? So you see this line is 100, so take this line as 100. This line is 50, this line is 50, okay? This line is like 25. If you're out here, it's half, half, half. So this might be 8 or 4, you know, priority, inverted commas. If you took priority as a scale of 0 to 100. What is happening with this microphone? Hello? Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. So yeah, that's why I'm doing that. Right, that's nice. Don't let the coal mix with the iron line, that could be disastrous. Oops. Hello. Thank you. Alright, so that's fuel plumbed in now. And that's going to take a little while to prime. We're going to wait for everything to flow through, and while we're waiting for that, what we can do is actually start working on the rest of the fuel lines. How did I do that one? Okay, I just went under. And keep running this. That looks like it's actually working fairly well. We need more coal miners though, I think. I think at a stretch we should be able to compress this line. So with that line being compressed, we'll be able to do stuff. And it should work. Okay. This factory's not working terribly hard at the moment. Like, we're not asking a lot of it. It's just doing some research, and that's really it. It's funny. We're 4 hours in the game, and I'm like, oh yeah, my factory isn't stressed at all, and it's not. Look, it's barely working. Shit, how things have changed, you know. You play the game and you learn some things, you change some things, you go back, you play the game. Shit, and then after a couple hundred hours, you get to the point where it's like, oh yeah, I built a factory that's really not gonna blink until we start to hit the blue circuits. That's good. That's real good. That's bonza. Yeah. So let's start working on our inserters. We should have enough in our inventory to just do this. Yeah, we should. Was it 3 inserters per thing, 8 inserters per run? We've got 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 runs. 3 inserters per run, did I say? Yeah. Well, 4. 3. 3 inserters per run, 8 runs, which makes it 24. Seems more than 24 though, I thought. What have I done wrong there? Slipped a digit. Actually, slipping a digit's a euphemism in Australia. Yeah, we got a euphemism for everything. We're so close to there. It's going to be really good once we get it up and running. Just going to produce a reasonable amount of steel, even though this is kind of like the first phase. It's going to be okay. And then as we upgrade it, yeah, it'll just get stronger. Right. Oh, we're going to need some more red long-handed inserters. Oh, that sucks. Sure. Research that. Okay, there's no way we're building yellow inserters to make red inserters. That's just not happening. So what we'll do is we'll scoot on down here. Pick up some that we crafted earlier. Cool. Once this is up and going fully, we'll take a step back and see what it looks like. And we're pretty much at 40 minutes. Wow. Okay. Hell of a video. Okay, so that's all running now. We're starting to get some steel trickling in, which is very nice. Happy days. What we can actually do is we can actually shrink the size of this main bus. I want to delete the space though. I'll leave the space where it is so that when we come back we can always use it. Hey, look at that. Steel. So ladies and gentlemen, that's where we're going to finish today's episode. A bit of a long one, but steel is up and running now, so it was definitely worth it. we also put a kink in our science, so that's always good. Make things turn corners. And yeah, obviously I can expand this out this way. Dig into the trees a bit and increase our production, because our production is currently, what, 200 per minute? Okay, that's not too bad. Yeah, 200 per minute. That's, yeah, actually really good. I'm happy with that. Because now that 200 per minute can be used for stuff and things like heavy armor. Boom, done. Light armor can go. We can also use steel axe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should do us for the moment. Cool. I'll get one. Why is there an odd iron stick here? I'll build a lamp. That'll get rid of it. Okay. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode.